Hello everyone. The next topic which we will be discussing is about the cytoskeleton. So what is a cytoskeleton? What do you understand by the term cytoskeleton? So as the term suggests, so this is a system of filaments of fibers that is present in the cytoplasm of the eukaryotic cells. The cells that contain the nucleus. Eukaryotic cells are those cells that contains the nucleus. So cytoskeleton, they organizes other constituents of the cell. They maintain the cell shape and is responsible for the locomotion of cell itself and the movement of various other organelles. So it was the discovery of the cytoskeleton was done because of the greater resolving power of the electron microscope. So that is how because the cytoskeleton, they are so small that their existence was only discovered because of the greater power of the greater resolving power of the electron microscope. Now let's start with the first slide of introduction. So as we have discussed that it is an intracellular network of protein filaments that is present in the cytoplasm. The part of the cytoplasm which provides a cell with the internal supporting framework. It is involved in the locomotion of the cell as well as it will give the shape to the cell. So if we talk about the primary function of the cytoskeleton, the primary function is that it gives the cell its shape and mechanical resistance to deformation and through association with the extracellular connective tissue and other cells which stabilizes the entire tissues. So this is what the cytoskeleton is. Now the cytoskeleton has the functions are being depicted here, that it will provide the cell shape, it will ensure the stability, it will ensure the energy and the motility of the cell. It will also provide a cellular scaffolding that arranges the cellular organization. Now the cytoskeleton seems to have many ribosomes attached to it. So the polysome, which we have discussed, that polysomes, they are when the two ribosomes are attached to it, or more ribosomes are attached to it. So this is known as the polysome. So the ribosome that is attached to the cytoskeleton, they are referred to as the free ribosomes, to differentiate from those ribosomes that is attached to the membranes of the nuclear or the ER. So when the ribosome is attached to the ER, that is known as the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and when the ribosome is attached to the cytoskeleton, then it will be known as the free ribosomes. Now the cytoskeleton has been further divided into three parts, that is the microfilaments, intermediate filaments and the microtubules. So first we will discuss about the microfilaments. Now if we talk about microfilaments, the microfilaments, they are the cytoskeleton filament structures that consist of actin monomers. So they consist of actin monomers. They have a diameter of about 7 nanometers and it is made up of many linked monomers of a protein, that is the actin monomer. So because they are made up of actin monomers, the microfilaments, so this is known as the actin filament. So actin filaments, actin filament meaning they have two structurally different ends. So they have two different structured ends. The microfilaments, they are where they are located. They are located at the periphery of the cell when they run from the plasma membrane to the microvilli. They, as I have told, that they have two strands. The two strands, they have positive and negative endings that contribute to the regulation of the filament at both the ends. Now, for instance, in animal cell division, if we take the example of animal cell division, there is a ring which is made up of actin and there is another ring which is made up of myosin. So myosin is the movement of motor protein is called the myosin. And if they both are placed, or if you take the ring that is made up of actin and the myosin, they pinches the cell apart to generate two daughter cells, then the actin and myosin, they are also plentiful in the muscle cells, and they form organized structures of overlapping filaments, which is called as sarcomeres. When the actin and the myosin filaments of a sarcomere slide past each other and contract, your muscles will contract. So this is what happens when there is an actin as well as a myosin strand or myosin ring that is made up when there is an animal cell division. Next is about the microtubules. So if we talk about microtubules, then microtubules, as the name suggests, the micro, despite the micro in their name, so microtubules, they are the largest of the three types of the cytoskeleton. So as we have discussed the three categories of cytoskeleton, micro, in their name there is a micro, but it is one of the largest of the three cytoskeletons, and it has a diameter which range from 15 to 20 nanometers. So a microtubule is made up of tubulin proteins arranged to form a hollow straw-like tube, and each tubulin protein, they consist of two subunits. There is alpha tubulin and there is a beta tubulin. So microtubules, unlike microfilaments, they consist of a single type of globular protein which is called as the tubulin. So in a cell, microtubules emerge in a hub-spoke fashion from the center of the cell. They radiate from here all through the cytoplasm, where they perform a number of functions. So they perform a number of functions. It is widely accepted that many of these microtubule associated proteins, they play crucial role in the regulation of microtubule polymerization and dynamics, in the organization of the microtubule arrays, and in the functional interactions of microtubule with other cellular components. The next is about the intermediate filaments. So what are intermediate filaments? They are also a type of cytoskeleton element that is made up of multiple strands of fibrous protein wound together. So as the name suggests, intermediate filaments, they have a diameter of about 8 to 10 nanometer. Intermediate because in case of in case of in case of microfilaments, it was about 7 nanometers ranging from, and in microtubule, which is the largest, which is about 25 nanometers. So intermediate is between both of them. So it ranged from about 8 to 10 nanometer. So intermediate filament, they comprise of a large family of polypeptides. They come in a number of different varieties, and each one is made up of different kind of protein. So one protein that forms intermediate filament is keratin, a fibrous protein found in hair, nails and skin. For instance, if you take an example, you have seen a shampoo ads that claim to have a smooth and keratin in your hair. So where this word keratin comes from? It comes from the intermediate filament. The intermediate filament, so one of the protein of intermediate filament is the keratin. So intermediate filaments, they are more permanent and they play an essential structural role in the cells, and they are specialized to bear tension, and their jobs including maintaining the shape of the cell, anchoring the nucleus and other organelles in place. So there are around 50 different types of intermediate filaments, but they are further categorized into type 1 and type 2, type 3, type 4, type 5, type 6. So they are categorized into 6 categories. So these was all about the intermediate filaments. These are some of the references. Thank you.